Welcome back to the podcast. This is podcast number 19. It is 19.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, with Perry.
Troy.
There we go.
He's eating.
He's eating, so he'll be with us shortly. But podcast 19. That's
When did we start? Was it like February?
Keller, when did we start? We started like
It was this year.
It was when we were recording. It was when we were recording for my
For your animation. Which one was that?
For my cartoon, and you guys, we were all like, "Man, we should do a podcast," and so we did. And so that was like, that was like 2 quarters ago for me, which
I'm just gonna look it up.
yeah. Anyway, as our viewers want to keep listening to the math. But yeah, so we haven't actually potted in a while. It seems, and
3 weeks ago was the last time we posted one, which means we probably haven't potted.
Really, man, I thought like it was only 2 weeks. Well, last week we didn't just because things didn't work out, and the week before that I was out. I was sick all week. I actually had to stay in for recovery, because I got a bad case of pink eye from my dog punching me in the eye.
Ew,
Did I tell you about that?
Eating asshole.
Punched you in the eye?
Yeah. So
Really quick, February 20th was the first time we posted one.
really, February. Wow, that's
A long time.
we gotta
6
remember
months.
that. So then whenever we get around to a
The
year,
anniversary episode.
yeah, absolutely.
Where all we do is just drink champagne.
That'd be cool. We should do that.
Shit-faced.
We should absolutely.
What do you think
do
about that, Keller?
I'm totally kind of like a 3-hour podcast where I was blacking out.
We should
It's
dress
just like
up.
every
we should
5
dress up
minutes.
all fancy too.
I'll wear my suit, and we'll just all take shots every 10 minutes.
Have a shot bell.
Yeah. Yeah, a shot bell.
That we really have to work on the soundboard. Then we'll have a shot bell.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just gonna say really quick that my big dog, he's like a 1-year-old, 110-pound puppy.
Puppy.
That he's a Saint Berdoodle, half Saint
That just
Bernard
sounds pathetic.
and half standard poodle. Basically, my mom wanted to have a big dog but didn't shed, so we thought Saint Bernard would be cool. So we got one that doesn't shed with the poodle part. That's cool. But I was wrestling with him, and he punched me square in the eye with the pad of his foot, and so it actually the night after I was wearing my contacts in the time, so it like infused my contact with my eye. And it hurt so bad. I like woke up with like this screeching pain in my eye, and I just look, and you know how like you don't wear contacts at all, do you?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Keller, you don't have glass or contacts or anything, do you? Okay. Then you know how easy it is to take out a contact, right? It felt like I had to scrape it out of my eye. It just was like, ugh.
Gross.
So I took it out, and it just got worse. So thanks for all the bacteria on my dog's foot that did that. So
Is that super contagious?
yeah, that's
Okay.
why I couldn't go to school.
Yeah.
So that's why I couldn't come back here. But man, I tell you what though, one of the things that really sucked about it was the fact
Having
that
pink eye?
yeah, having pink eye. Yes. No, but one of the things that really sucked about it was like mine wasn't like itchy or anything like that. It wasn't like I didn't wake up with like matted eyes or anything like that. But the one thing that did happen was the eye that I only had it in one eye. The eye, it couldn't contract or expand. The pupil couldn't contract or expand. So any little form of light just hurt. Like, oh, it was like even I slept in a dark room like with no lights. But even like even if my phone's light went on from a text or something, I couldn't look at it because it just hurt so much. it's kind of crazy how much like one little part of your body can really keep you from, when it's doing right, keeps you from, not hurting. Like, can you guys like think of like something that
I in high school, I was at a party once, and I don't know, something was burned on the fire, and like my eye started swelling from it, and like I was putting like pops because I wasn't drinking beer at the time. I was putting like cold pops on it the whole time, and like I stayed out late, and I went to work the next day, and I woke up, and whenever I woke up, I literally had to peel my eye open with my hands because I couldn't open it by itself. It was like crusted shut.
Oh, Jesus.
It was disgusting, and I
sounds horrible.
still went to work that day.
Fuck that.
That's
Man, I couldn't get away from getting paid that $6.50, man.
God
$6.50
damn.
an hour.
God damn.
Fucking
Yeah.
had to get paid that money.
Bank.
better than getting paid in pop.
Yeah.
This one time, I got punched in the balls, and I threw up.
Who punched you in the balls?
Sutter.
Why did you get punched in the balls?
Because I took his seat, so he punched me in the balls
That's fair.
as hard as he could. I probably still to this day can't have kids.
Shooting blanks.
Shooting blanks.
Just
Big
just a-
old blanks.
Just a.
Yep. It's just an explosion. Nothing else happens.
It's almost like dust pops out.
Did you bleed? Did you pee blood?
Very shortly. Like right after that, I
would
did
scare
for a
the fuck
little
out of me
bit.
if I like pissed blood in any form at all.
Like not bad, but yeah, it was.
I'd say if you're pissing blood, it's bad.
Yeah, I guess it was. pretty
Which
bad.
leads me to the next thing I was going to talk about. Actually, this is actually one of the perfect.
Pissing blood.
Yeah,
The
because Monday when I came back,
You pissed blood this week?
I peed blood.
What?
Oh Jesus Christ!
From what?
Okay, so
Was it like straight blood or just red? Like a little
no,
red?
well, what happened was I like for the past like week or so, like I felt like kind of I kind of felt like a pinch almost. And when I would pee, and now this is sounding like a medical podcast right here, but
Yeah, it gets us into more categories.
absolutely. But I had to take a crap like in the morning, and so I'm sitting, and when you pee too, so I'm going, and it just was
What?
like
You?
a
You
sh-
piss
Wait, you pee when you
and
poop?
shit at the same time?
I know, right?
It's fucking unheard
You
of.
do that?
They're
Yeah,
two
it's
separate
incredible.
things.
Yeah. You start pooping, then if you have to pee, you stand up, pee, and then sit back down.
Yeah, you pinch
Yeah,
one
you
off.
log
Always.
cut. What was that? Cutting logs
Yeah.
or whatever? Yeah. Lumberjacking.
Like if I'm ever like at Walmart or something taking a shit and I gotta piss, pinch it off, walk out into the urinal, piss, then come back and shit. Hopefully no one takes my spot by then.
or else you'll have to punch someone in the balls.
Yeah, you don't
But-
bother me half shit, mid shit.
But after I'm done, I look and there was like blood like coming from like the spot where my wiener was, and I'm
AIDS.
like
Yeah, you have AIDS.
what? And then I look and it was like just like right out of my wiener hole, and I'm like,
AIDS. That's
I need to get this checked. So I went to the emergency room,
What?
and
Did you really?
I went to urgent care, not the emergency room. I'm sorry.
and I bet they said AIDS.
Well, I was nervous. I was like really scared. I was like,
Did you go by yourself?
yeah, I went by myself.
What are you gonna call your mom? Mom, I'm pissing blood. Bring me to the ER.
Yes.
No, fuck that.
Well, no, I was here in Mason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It was just me.
What's he gonna do? Call you up, Troy? Hey, Troy.
I'll be there for a guy
I'm
if he's
pissing
pissing blood.
I need you to bring me to the ER.
I wouldn't care.
Fuck that.
I
You
wouldn't
can
care.
drive yourself.
Man,
I'm not bringing
I,
someone else who's pissing blood
I
to
was,
the ER.
I was literally like just ready for the worst. I'm like, I'm gonna die of a young guy having prostate cancer. I'm
Or-
like, I got
or
prostate
AIDS.
cancer. Or AIDS.
AIDS,
Prostate
definitely
cancer.
AIDS.
But so I go in and like the doctor's checking me and he's just like,
Just staring at your dick.
yeah, staring at my wiener.
Oh, God.
And
Guy doctor?
yeah,
Old
yeah.
creepy guy doctor?
It wasn't that creepy. And out of all doctors I've been around, He was not the creepiest. But he he checked me and all this stuff. Like my kidneys didn't hurt or anything like that. I didn't have like a gallstone or anything like that. Or
Could beat you off a little bit. Just
yes,
to see,
a little.
Just,
Well, you have
know,
to
just
make
to
sure
get
you can
through
get
it.
hard.
yeah, that's a deal breaker.
It tells you a lot if
Absolutely.
it gets hard or not.
Absolutely.
If you can't get hard, then it's probably a bigger problem.
But, yeah.
Perry walked in hard as a rock. He's like, "Oh, old guy doctor? Fuck yes."
You figured me out. But he checked and he's like, well, I mean, nothing seems to be wrong. He's saying that you only had like a pinch or something like for a week, and it was just on and off. I told him it wasn't like every time I peed, and I didn't have any burning sensation or anything like that, so that was cool. And he's like, well, I mean, you're too young to be for prostate cancer, so that's something. So he just ruled out like I just had a pinched nerve in my wiener, or not a pinched nerve. I'm sorry, a blown blood vessel.
From beating off. Guaranteed.
There it is.
You know it.
There
You blew out a blood vessel beating
Beat
off.
off too hard.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
That's
not-
the greatest story.
It was horrible until
Anybody
I found
have-
out why.
Anybody have any cool jack-off stories? Well.
I blew out a blood vessel beating off.
Side note, I actually didn't beat off for a week because I was nervous.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
I would
pop it
be
again.
too.
Like but when I did last time, it was the best.
Oh, sure.
But no,
Yeah, if you didn't beat off for a week.
yeah, it was. But yeah, so I peed blood last week.
So fucked up.
That's really.
Oh yeah, it was fun stuff. So what did you guys do during our little break? Anything fun and
Fuck
special?
I started school. That
Yeah,
sucks.
Keller started. Is this your senior year finally?
Yep.
Oh man, that sounds awesome. Big bad.
Do you graduate in 2 semesters or 3?
2. Next spring.
Shit. Then the real world kicks in.
Mm.
Which means I'm going to do the exact same thing I do now.
The same thing you did this summer, basically, right? Just
Yeah.
work a little bit more hours.
Make more money, work more hours, do exactly what I do now. Can't beat it.
And
well,
you
you
can,
do beat it.
Well, yeah.
unless you're peeing blood.
No, I'd
Like,
still
he'd still
probably
beat
beat
it.
off. I'd still beat
It's a
off.
science experiment. You gotta see if you blood load and blood too.
No,
That's when you go to the ER.
Yeah. If your cum has blood in it, then you definitely.
The
go to
old
the
bloody bukkake right there.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
ER. Yeah.
Fuck that.
gonna get spit roasted over there. But
Oh,
If I'm pissing blood, I might as well beat off. It might fix it.
It's cum,
I
it's
got
all
it.
sticky, right? It might
It might
fix some blood vessels in
might
there.
clear out all the tubes. Clean your tubes out.
what were you saying, Troy?
I saw this movie this weekend called Boyhood. Have you heard of that?
Is it a story about some guy that beat off too hard?
Not even close to that. No.
Okay.
It literally has nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
Okay.
But it's a really cool movie that this director decided he wanted to make a film about like a kid growing up, but he decided he was like, I don't want any of this like fake like aging stuff and then like have to have new actors every couple of years and stuff. So what he did was every year for 12 years he had the same actors come in and filmed like 3 or 4 days like every year and showed like natural progression of their actual age. So they had this kid from when he was 6 years old to when he was 18.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It was fucking incredible, dude. And it was just like it has an 8.9 on IMDb right now or something like that.
That's awesome.
It was one
That
of the best
is
movies I've ever seen.
commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Like-
full blown commitment.
Like, did any of them like kind of fall away with friendship or anything like that with any of the kids or
What do you mean?
like I mean so
Just imagine if one of the kids died.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in those 12 years.
Well, it's
That's
about
kind of an extreme case of
it's
what I
about
was
one
trying to
family,
say,
so
but-
it's about it's mainly about the kid, the guy, the boy, and then it has a sister in it who's the daughter of the director, and then it has the mom, and then the divorced dad who was
Oh.
Ethan Hawke was the divorced dad.
Okay.
So we played that role for 12 years. Wow, it was just really fucking
Okay.
cool.
Just
imagine
Nothing's
if you
ever
get-
been done like that before.
Imagine you get 8 years in, and the main character like dies in a car accident.
Or he's just like, fuck this.
That's like 8 years.
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck
it's
do I
way
do?
too-
Well, because,
that's
You
like-
might have
yeah.
enough to make something out of it,
Well, like, and you
But-
can't have a contract, like, in, like, a public domain like that. You can't have any contract over 7 years. So even if the kid's parents signed on for it when he was 6, you can't hold it after he's 14. So
Yeah,
it has
he
to be
could've
his
said,
personal
"Fuck it."
decision that he wants to stay.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible that, like, nobody dropped out at all, and it was the same the whole way.
Well, but I mean, at that point, like, you're 8 years into it or whatever.
Yeah, you want to see it through.
You're like, yeah, I'm going to see it through
Well,
because
and-
it's not.
and-
It can't be a huge time commitment
It wasn't.
either.
It was
if
3 or
it-
4 days a year. Not much
Exactly.
at all.
That's not bad at all. You're going to get paid to do a movie and be there 3 days a year
Yeah.
for 12
It was
years.
just like they've done some documentaries where like they follow like a group of like 5 people and they check in on them like every like 7 years. They've done stuff like that, but this isn't a documentary. It's an actual
A
like
legitimate
narrative
movie.
It's a legitimate movie. They just happened to do natural age progression.
Yeah.
Which that is
So
incredible.
cool. It was so awesome. As soon as I got done watching it, I wanted to stay in theaters and watch it again. Like it is 3 hours long, but it's like the fastest 3-hour movie of all time.
That's awesome.
It was just so cool.
See, the way that I was imagining imagining the story when you were saying it was just like 5 kids, not like a family.
No.
See, so that's why I asked like,
No.
okay, yeah, so that's why I was asking like, what if like the kids grew apart? You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I used to be friends with this guy, but we have to meet every year to like film something for 4 hours. I don't know. It's interesting.
Really cool. Just
My question is, if it's over a span of 12 years, that movie had to kind of be choppy if it's once every
It
year.
was.
You know what I mean?
No, you would
Like,
think that.
there's that much progression between each time they meet. You would think that it's like section after section after section.
It's so not. Sometimes you can't even tell like that. You have to notice what's different about him. Like sometimes he just has like a slightly different haircut, but that's like a year different than what it was before. It's unreal how seamless the transitions are. It really
Yeah.
is. Like,
That's-
you would think that it'd be.
You
jolting,
would think it would be just
but since it's
12 separate
but,
sections.
but since it's every 12 years, like there's not much that changes with him every year. Like
Yeah.
from like age 6 to age 11, there's a big difference, but not from 6 to 7, not from 7 to 8, not from
So
8
it
to 9.
progresses seamlessly.
It's so smooth. Yeah, it's unreal, dude. I'm probably gonna go see it again this weekend. It's incredible.
You would.
Wanna-
You would.
It's the best movie I've seen this year, and maybe the best movie I've seen in the last 5 years.
Really?
It's incredible.
That's
5 years?
Yeah. It's incredible.
That's pretty
That's
incredible.
a pretty big award that you're.
It
You know,
is.
getting
It's
this
like-
year.
I don't know if I've ever
Saying
been.
how many movies that you watch,
Yeah, I
and
know.
that might be the best one in the past 5 years. That's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly can't think of anything in the last couple of years, especially like Perks of Being a Wallflower came out like 2 years ago.
That's the one that
that's
I
my
thought of.
well, that's my favorite movie, but
But
it's
not
not
the
the best
best.
movie, and that's a big difference between your favorite and what you think.
Huh,
is the best.
I never thought of it that way.
I always think of it that way because I hate when people say like, "Oh, this movie's the greatest," and it has like a 6 on IMDb. I'm like, no, like you can like it; it can be your favorite. That's fine. I have no
Yeah.
arguments there. But you saying it's the best really pisses me off.
I never-
Well,
I
to
get
them,
arguments
yeah.
like that with people
to them
all the
it
time.
might be the best movie. To them.
No, and that means it's your favorite.
Well, not necessarily. If they think
But you
personally
can-
that that's
in a
their
mechanic-
best
No,
movie.
but you can technically.
Yeah, in a
prove that
mechanical
they're wrong.
sense. In a mechanical sense, it has to have all the working moving parts to make it like a perfect machine of a creative movie. A creative thing, which that's what you're saying is
Yeah.
is the best. It's just technically the best
Yeah.
movie.
And-
While I mean.
I think you have to be able to differentiate between your favorite and the best. Because that really bothers me.
Yeah,
Like
but
somebody
the
could
thing
say
is,
Transformers
everyone's-
the best movie, and you're like, no, you're fucking
See,
stupid.
But the thing is, that's a lot
But
based on
Transformers is the
opinion.
best movie.
Very shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just cut it.
But what I'm saying is, a
you
lot of
can
it's
technically-
opinionated.
No, but you can technically.
You can
prove-
look at the IMDb. Yes.
No, and that's not what I'm talking about though. Like you can technically prove that like Transformers is not a great movie. Like you can do that.
Yeah.
Like opinion only goes so far.
Opinion means everything to each individual person.
That's why I'm saying. Yeah, it's their favorite. You cannot prove to me that this is the best movie. You can say it's your favorite, and that's the highest regard you can put for it. That's fine, but you can't
No,
technically
someone
prove to
could-
me that. You cannot technically prove to me that Transformers is the best movie ever made. That's physically impossible to do that.
I don't think anyone would go that far, but
That's what
it
I'm
could
saying.
be
I'm
like
just picking-
the best movie that they've ever seen. They can think that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And it is an opinion,
What you just
but
said
it
is
still
fine.
doesn't have to be their favorite movie. Both can be
No.
opinionated.
No.
The definition of best can be argued. That's what this comes down to.
But what I'm saying
The
is
definition is different for different people.
I disagree.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying it can be opinionated either way on either one, on best and favorite.
I mean, you can do it to a point, but taking say you take Aladdin. Aladdin's the best movie ever. Well, no, I mean it's good and you can like it a lot, but there's no way anybody could argue that that's the best movie ever.
If someone liked that movie that much, they
No,
could
but
argue that.
They can argue that they're going to be wrong.
But yeah, exactly. You're saying it's not, and that's your opinion.
No, it's not. It's not just an opinion. Opinions go so far. Yeah, they do, but it's not just an opinion.
It all comes back to the ratings then.
No, it's not just ratings because that's all that is.
Because you have the ratings.
All that is collective opinion. That's all a rating is.
All of it's opinion.
No, you can.
Yeah, all of it is.
If you've ever taken a film class, you can technically prove one movie's better than another. If you've ever taken a film class, you can do that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
your opinion matters, but
that's a very small percentage of people. The normal population.
That's fine. Then say it's your favorite. It's not best. I don't give a fuck. I'll argue that with everybody.
I still think it's very opinionated either way.
That's the problem with art, though, in general. Especially with where I go to school, you got people that, I got friends on Facebook that, are, as they call themselves, artists, and then they post stuff, and then all their friends that, aren't at the school or something is like, oh, that's so good, you're such a great artist, it's so perfect, and all that stuff, and it's nothing compared to what I can do. And then my stuff is nothing compared to what, some amazing people can do. But, I hate it's in the eye of the beholder. I hate that. Because I'm such a competitive person anyway. I feel like there has to be
clear-cut winner and loser kind
absolutely.
of thing.
And that's the reason why,
especially in art, I don't think there ever is a clear cut.
Yeah, and see, that's where this is coming from.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Movies are an art just the way drawing's an art.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be opinions any which way you look at it on everything.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is okay, say Perry took out a piece of paper and drew a stick figure and said that's the best thing, that's the best piece of art of all time. Mm-hmm. And then you put a Mona Lisa right next to it and somebody's like, that's the best piece of art of all time. Who are you going to side with? You're going to go with the technically more.
Absolutely.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Or you can be the hipster douchebag.
Or you talk to a kid and they're like, that stick figure's really fucking awesome.
Who cares what a kid's opinion is? That doesn't mean anything.
Then who cares
what anyone's opinion is?
Are you fucking
It all
kidding
goes
me?
back to
kids'
ratings.
Opinions
Then.
is you could pick Dora the Explorer and say it's the best show of all time.
Troy, I understand that.
Kids' opinions mean
nothing.
that.
I'm on your side about this. But
every opinion's different.
Actually, I shouldn't even say that. I'm half and half with you guys because there is technical perfection, but it's also in the eye of the beholder with both of this.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is in the eye of whoever's saying it or watching the movie, looking at the art. It's all to that person.
I was going back to the whole Facebook thing. One of I don't even want to say friends, but someone I know at school that added me on Facebook. She put something, and then she had an art snob friend say, "Oh, it's good, but you should do this." And then they all got in this, trashy, it's art is to be eye of the beholder. No, art has to have guidelines and steps. And I came in, I'm
Not technically.
I that's where I came in, and I'm like, listen. None of you know me. The person that I'm mutual friends with only knows me because I sit in front of her in class. So my 2 cents, you guys aren't asking for, but this is what I'm going to say. And I said, yeah, art isn't the eye of the beholder, absolutely. And, everyone has their opinion upon what they think is good, what they think is not good. Some people could say that they love the stick figure. Some people, the same people, could also say, Mona Lisa, But when it comes to if you were supposed to commission, you were supposed to be the one that draws in anatomy books, and you're supposed to be the one that draws in instruction guides for like machinery. That has to be perfect. You can't take any creative liberties. So that is one of those instances where you have to be perfect. That is mechanically perfect. You have to have all the checks to, even have that published. So it just depends on what you're talking about. I mean, there is no such thing as guidelines for abstract art. Absolutely not. I mean, that's what the whole point of abstract is.
For most art, there's no
Yeah,
set guidelines because that's what art is.
absolutely.
Creativity.
Absolutely. But
Like I've seen like there's like famous drawings. To me, it's shit. It looks like lines and who the fuck knows what it is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
to someone who is like a huge into art and knows everything, that
beats
might
off to, yeah,
that
that's the
might
best
be
thing ever, yeah.
the best thing they've ever seen.
yeah.
To me, it's fucking garbage.
No, absolutely.
I could see that.
I'm with you there.
You could bring me that exact painting, whatever the fuck it is, and I'd throw it out
Yeah.
because I don't want to look at
That's
it.
exactly
It's
how I feel
stupid.
about movies. What you're describing right now.
Well, that's
Bringing
what I'm
somebody
saying.
who knows what they're talking about. Like I know what I'm talking about with movies.
Well, that's what I'm saying. To that person, that's the best.
But
to me,
that's
it's
also
garbage.
But that's also a guy who's a professional. You're talking about like a professional art critic. So a person who knows more about art than you do is making his own opinion, which is more
It's
valid.
all opinion.
But it's
It's
more
opinion.
valid.
There's no valid about it. His opinion versus mine.
Bullshit.
In that situation,
I'm-
that's it. His
People who
opinion
have-
versus my
No,
opinion.
that's-
That's all this
That's
is.
bullshit. Other people's opinions way more if they know more about the source
It
material.
doesn't
than you
weigh
do.
more because
Yes, it does.
to me that picture is garbage. I'll throw it away. To him, that might be the best thing ever.
Yeah, and he knows more about art than you. So
Okay,
his
so I'm
opinion
still
matters
gonna
more.
throw it away
His
if I get
opinion
it.
matters more.
I'm gonna let you guys go, and then I'm gonna find.
No, it doesn't matter more
Yes, it
because
does.
in a room,
It doesn't matter to you. It matters to everyone else who cares about art, who would trust that guy's opinion because he knows what he's talking about. Like,
I'm not talking about trust and opinions. I'm saying that's his opinion versus my opinion.
But he has.
If it comes down to me and him, his opinion's one way, mine's the other. He thinks it's the best. I think it's garbage. That's all it is. It's an opinion.
not when you're talking about somebody who is a professional in that. and
I
they
don't give a
know
fuck if
what
I'm
they're
sitting
talking
there
about.
looking at the same piece of art with him. I don't give a fuck about the general population. That's his opinion versus mine.
Then that's your favorite. It doesn't mean it's the best.
No, that's my opinion.
Okay,
Then
that's-
here's
favorite.
listen.
He
Here's
can-
my
Why is it favorite?
opinion on this. As an artist, I'm gonna side with Keller on this one because art is just so. It can be anything. It can be absolutely anything. It can be
this table.
interpreted as anything. Whereas something as cut and dry and more mechanical, say like a football game, like just because you watch football doesn't mean that you have a better opinion or a better scheme than a professional like NFL coach. I don't feel the same way as I can't make a congruency with a professional NFL coach and a professional art critic because it's totally separate things. And as there is a way to win football games, there's not a way to say why this is better than something in an art related field. Now, like, just because some guy. Okay, I should take this back a little bit because in one of my classes, it's an English class, and we have to read graphic novels. And so it's so there's pictures and everything, of course. And my teacher insists that there is meaning in absolutely everything, even if it's just because a shoe is just a little drawn askew. That means that a butterfly in China is
Ass raped by a donkey.
absolutely. And again, as an artist, my opinion might not matter for some people, but my opinion might matter for others. But I don't think that every single person, every single artist has meaning in every single pixel of every single drawing or whatever that they do. So I guess what I'm saying is it's just so the opinions really don't matter. really don't matter.
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Kind of going to what you're saying, Troy. There is best is a very strong word. There can be something that's really good, but to say it is the best, when it goes from really good to best, that's where the opinion lies. Saying that is the best is different than something that is really, really good. There can be an agreement on really good, but to get from really, really good to best takes an opinion.
No, I agree, and like that's what
That's where that opinion lies.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But what I'm trying to go more on the extremes as to where you can't like try and make an argument for that Birdemic's the best movie ever. It's impossible. All right, that's what I'm getting at. Like, okay, I would say anything that has like a 6 or higher, somebody could argue is the best movie ever on IMDb. I can get behind that, but not something that has like a fucking 1. Like, and that's what I'm trying.
I'm not arguing.
That's
that.
what I'm. No, that's yes, you are.
But to someone,
yes, you are. You're saying to someone it's the
someone,
best. No,
it could be.
No,
to someone,
it's their favorite. And I
no,
think
to someone that could be the best
movie
that they've ever seen.
The biggest difference that we're getting at is our definitions between best and favorite. Because when you say best, to me, that means it's starting to get technical. When you say favorite,
Not
that's 100% opinion. Best is 100% opinion. Or sorry, not that.
Best
Your favorite is 100% opinion, and best is technical and opinion. It's both.
I can get behind that. I agree with that.
When you're saying it's your favorite, that's 100% what you think.
That's 100% opinion. I agree with that.
And that's what I'm saying, is that you saying something is your favorite is completely different than saying it's the best, because you're completely taking out the entire technical side of why it's the best. Like, if you're arguing that Birdemic's the best movie ever made, that's an impossible argument. Because you can't pick out one technical thing that makes that a good movie or the greatest movie. And that's the difference. It's like, you know what you're saying, best needs to have some opinion in it, and it does. But it's an opinion and it's technical. And favorite is 100% opinion. And you arguing a shitty movie is the best is just impossible.
Yeah, but to a singular person, they can still have that opinion on any movie ever, any artwork ever, anything. They can have that opinion because that is an opinion.
Artwork is different.
I think so.
Artwork's definitely different.
Artwork is different than movies. All right,
Yeah.
There's a technical science behind making good movies. All right?
There is. Like there's
and
like
you could say like fucking like I don't know, the most abstract art. Like some people don't get it at all and they hate it.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine. But that's 100%. Art is so much more opinion than like a movie. Like you can argue a movie
absolutely
because there's technical sides of making a movie. There's like editing. There's music. Like technical things like cinematography.
and also the
technical
story.
parts.
The story, the biggest part of it. Like
Yeah.
that, you have to have certain things to. And I was going to say make the audience engaged, but you know, some even with technically weaker stories can still entertain people more than
Which is where someone could say that's the best movie I've ever seen, because
then that's their favorite. If that's how they're saying it, that means that's their favorite.
Yeah.
If they word it like that, that means that's their favorite.
yeah.
I just have a problem with people saying things are the best when they really mean it's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my big argument. Is that people use the word best very liberally when it should be your favorite. It is an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You're not talking about it technically. You're taking an okay movie and saying it's the best.
Yeah.
I still think it's opinion.
It has
both
some
of them.
opinion in it.
I still think that I'm not going as far as to say Birdemic or something.
But but why not?
But there is someone that could say that's
the guy who
best.
made Birdemic doesn't even think it's the greatest movie ever.
Yeah. It's a garbage movie.
Exactly, that's what I'm
but
saying.
it's still an opinion. Someone
No,
can
your favorite
watch
is an opinion.
So is best.
No, it is not.
So is best.
No, it's not. Best is not 100% opinion. It is not.
Yeah, but it's still a lot of opinion.
It's some opinion. I would say it's like 75%
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're saying it's all opinion. You're saying best and favorite are the same thing, and they're not.
That's not the same thing. I'm not going to say one movie's my favorite, so that makes that movie have to be the best. It can
Good,
be two
you can
different.
differentiate it. That's the way it should be.
It can be differentiated, but I think both still are based largely, if not
No.
all,
Maybe
on
to
opinion.
you. Maybe to you.
The way I see it, best is still an opinion. going from like I said, from really, really good movie to best, that whole stretch in between is an opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
And it goes all the way back to really, really good movie goes back to an opinion. If you think a movie's really, really good, that's your opinion.
No, yeah.
It might be general across the board, what's a good movie, what's not, but it's still each separate person, that's their opinion on that specific
I'm not
movie.
saying their opinion doesn's have anything to do with them claiming something's the best.
I'm just saying it has a lot to do with it.
I'm saying the percentage on it is low.
I'm saying a lot of it has to do with opinion, both ways.
I don't think. Well, favorite's 100% opinion.
Favorite is 100%
Yeah,
opinion. I agree on that.
We can all agree that is opinion. Yeah, favorite is 100% opinion. Are we gonna find any middle ground with the
I'm
second
just
half
saying,
of this?
someone saying a good movie is good. That's an opinion.
Yep.
Saying a movie is really, really good. That's an opinion.
Yep.
Saying it's the best movie
It's
is
not just
still
opinion
their
anymore.
opinion.
It's not just opinion anymore.
To each specific, you got to look at each specific
Once you
person.
say best, it's not just opinion anymore.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Because you got to look at each specific case.
No, you don't.
You can't look at the mass anymore.
Why would you not?
Because
look
someone
at the
can
math?
say that a shitty movie, in my opinion, a shitty movie is the best because that's just the way they're wired. That's
Then
what
their
they,
definition
that
of best
one's.
is wrong. Then they have a wrong definition of best.
Well, everyone's definition's different.
It shouldn't be best.
It shouldn't be. How are you going to go across the board and say, "Hey, this is what being like the best movie is"?
No,
Everyone's
I'm saying the word
specific
best. I'm saying
opinion.
the word best.
Even the word, everyone's definition is different.
No, it shouldn't be.
It
Everyone
shouldn't
should-
be. No, it'd be a
everyone
lot.
should-
It'd be a lot easier. We wouldn't have this argument.
No, we
if-
would still have this argument because you would
No,
still call
because
it the best.
best is
It's not
still-
subjective. The word best is not subjective.
exactly.
You just proved my point.
Wait, subjective means what?
Subjective means it's like arguable. The
Yes,
word best
it's
is
arguable.
not arguable. No.
Yes,
it's
the
not.
word best is arguable.
No, it's not.
That's what this is all coming down to.
No, it's not all coming
The
down
best is arguable because to everyone, each
to
specific
no,
person.
the word best.
The word best-
definition
the
of
definition-
the word best is not arguable.
Yes,
No,
it's not. No, I'm agreeing with that. It's not arguable, but people's portrayals of the word is what's subjective, and that's where the confusion comes. That's
what-
where someone could say, "Hey, this is the best," because they don't go by the definition in the dictionary of best.
Well, then they're wrong.
Which
And I'm
there's
right.
a lot. There's a lot of people that have different
That
definitions
sounds like
of the
every
in
answer
their
to
mind.
every internet argument.
No, well, if they're not using the word best in its actual definition, then what they say doesn't matter because they're not using it correctly.
Which a lot of people don't use that word the way it is in the dictionary. Which is what
Who
this
doesn't
whole
use the word-
argument.
No, it's not. This is not what this argument's about.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
It's because best and is whoever's opinion in their own head. That's the best to them.
So, Troy, should I see that movie?
Yes. Everyone should see that movie. There's never been a movie like this before. It literally is a once in a lifetime movie.
All right.
Nothing like this
It's
will ever come out
the
again.
best.
I was trying to reel it away because we were on that.
It
for
is
so
the
long.
best movie
Hey,
ever.
drag it back in.
Because everyone in the general population says it's the best. It's the best.
No, not at all.
Because technically it's the best.
So I saw this video on the internet a couple days ago. It was
Was it the best?
It was my favorite.
There you go.
Thank God.
Learn you something.
No, it actually wasn't my favorite, but I can't remember what we were talking about, but you guys were saying something, and I don't know, just how I think it was like something like some people are just wired different. That's right. I saw this video. I saw this like it was a clip from like a TV show or something, and it was this chick that she wasn't hot or anything. I mean, that'd be crazy, but she was sexually attracted to a carnival ride.
Sexually attracted?
Sexually attracted to a carnival ride.
That's pretty cool.
What kind of carnival ride?
Is it a washer?
No, it wasn't anything like that. It was like a tilt-a-whirl or anything like that. It was one of those like, it like lays flat and it has like a pendulum that like, you know, swings you up and swings you around.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
She was sexually attracted.
yeah, she would like.
How do you get sexually attracted
I
to
don't know.
a carnival ride?
Like all day, she would just look at videos of this model of this ride, and she has the blueprints that she
That's
would.
fucked up.
That is really fucked up.
She knew everything about it, like from what kind of bolts they used, what kind of metal was used, where it was fabricated, everything. And she
So
said
she
that
developed like an obsession with it.
an obsession, but it was like she was in love with it because she said she would get off to the thoughts about it.
It's fucked up.
And she,
How does that even happen?
I
Somehow
yeah.
just walking through the carnival, see it, and all of a sudden, like,
Pants
love
are
at first
just wet.
sight kind of thing.
What's
like,
the weirdest thing you've ever been sexually attracted to?
That's a good question. Round table discussion. What's the weirdest thing we've ever been through?
Oh my god.
I want to think about this.
Tacos. I'm not even going to think about it. Tacos.
It's probably,
First thing that pops to mind.
Tacos.
Vacuum. I love vacuum.
Oh no.
I
That's
love
bad because you can actually do that.
I love lamp.
Troy,
I don't know.
if you say tacos,
No, that's yours. Taco's your thing.
my thing.
One day at Taco Bell. It was
First
just all
ever
over.
time I was at Taco Bell, like I blew it
Got
everywhere.
started. Right.
Blew it everywhere. I knew that moment changed the rest of my life.
Then on, I ordered soft shell. I ordered hard shell once. It
It's not the same.
it made
not
me
the
pee
same.
blood.
It's not the same.
What is it?
That's
I'm trying to think of something that like I'm weirdly
So,
attracted to.
an inanimate object.
Yeah,
is
see, that's
sexually
hard because like
attracted.
Yeah.
okay, things that turn me on are like small things. Like getting scratched turns me on hardcore.
yeah, but
That's
you know
not
that's
an
it's
I
not,
know,
it's
I
not
know.
an
That's what I'm
object.
saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I can't think of any.
I think it comes
I
back
mean,
to
the
like
most.
if you were like sexually attracted to this object, there had to be something underlying that
Yeah,
it
there-
reminds you of
Yeah.
something, or like in your past, like there's something that like with a relationship or something that reminds you that. That's where it about has to start.
Yeah.
But
While
I don't
my
know.
brain is buffering to answer this question, and it will, but this is just kind of like the loading commercial. It's funny because my mom said that she tried listening to the last podcast we put out.
Did she really?
Yeah.
What did we talk about last time?
I don't know, but she's like, I heard Keller say a couple F-bombs and I was out.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
I'm
it
sorry,
was-
Jill.
You're not
But
sorry.
I thought
Really
of
sorry.
Well, there goes one
Hashtag
viewer.
sorry not sorry. No, we she said she said kind of where she stopped. I can't remember where, but it was funny because then we started like later on in that podcast we were talking about like
Oh, you getting your hand job?
yeah.
We talked about that.
So I think I got lucky and she
No,
missed
she's
out on
lying
that.
to you. She
Or
listens.
she's
She listens.
lying.
She's
Yeah.
totally lying.
I don't know.
You know, has she ever listened to any other ones?
No, she said that was the first one she listened
Why would
to.
she choose that one?
I don't know. It was
There's
just
probably
fun.
actually, when you think about it, way worse things we've said than
Yeah.
getting a hand job.
Yeah, a lot worse.
The whole scenario, the whole hypothetical we had.
Oh fuck!
A hypothetical.
You got the one about would you fuck your wife in your mom's body?
Oh, imagine if she would have listened to that one.
Gosh.
When we're all sitting there, pair your mom so hard. This is easy for you.
I'd fuck your mom, Perry. Okay,
Oh,
I need to
man.
find her email and send her that one.
Send her the link.
Send her the link to that.
Give her a winky face at the bottom.
You send her like the time, like
Yeah, the
time-
timestamp one so it starts right at that conversation.
That's funny. Yeah.
Well, everyone's thinking it. I mean, that gets it out there. So now, if that happens, you don't even have to think about it twice. You're like, all right, we've been over this. This is what we're going to do.
I'm still trying to think of that answer.
Well, I have a cop-out one.
Okay, let's hear it.
A cop-out one is like whenever you see like the sides of like a thong on a chick, that is probably is a big cop-out one.
I was gonna
It
say
is.
pocket pussy.
Does that really
something-
count though? It's basically a vagina.
Yeah, it counts. It's inanimate.
True.
Every time I see it, I get turned on.
Here's my cop out answer: a flashlight.
No.
Yeah. If you had a cop out answer like a thong that's on a woman, so that's actually part
Perry,
of
we
it.
all know you're thinking dildo.
Yeah,
that's what
you're right,
that's what
guys.
It sounds like.
Big black dildo.
Y'all figured me out. I was thinking like the
Did you name him Jamal?
nah.
Daquan.
You got a Mexican one called Juan. The
No,
big Juan.
it's a two-sider, so it's kind of like it goes up both holes.
No.
Well, for a
What
guy,
flashlight is that?
yeah, for a guy, it's never mind. I can't do both holes. So
Yeah.
there's only one, unless I like
So
try to
you
put
got-
my mouth close to my butt and try
So
sucking it
you
off.
bought the shocker one, and you can't even shock yourself.
No, I got it. It helps with my flexibility. I have to go.
He's just constantly prodding his nuts
Yeah.
with it.
Or he's just saving it for when he has a sex change.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
you know what?
You
I
just stare at
didn't
it
wanna
every
say
night,
it.
and you're like, God damn it, I can't wait till the day.
Yeah, and then like on the same like kitchen counters, like my jar of money I save up for the sex change.
Yep. Have them sitting right beside each other, right over the fireplace.
No.
All right, I have one. That's
Okay.
actually legitimate.
Okay, all right.
Records. There's
Records.
something very sexual to me about records. Just like the whole.
It's
like,
yours. It's yours. I'm
Just
just
the whole
trying to
like
figure.
take it
The
out, put it on the
whole-
record player, move the needle over. It's just, it's a fun experience.
God damn. Oh, wow.
I'm not saying I get a full-fledged boner from it, but I think like doing that in front of a little chub,
A little chub don't hurt.
but like having like
yeah.
a chick over and like
Yeah.
picking a good record, fucking putting it on and shit. Like there's something cool about that.
Oh my gosh. Keep going with this because
That's all
like I know, but like
Yeah, it turns Perry on too, so
No,
keep talking
yeah,
about
I'm-
it. Get him going.
yeah. No, I need a buffer because like because I'm onto something. I'm onto something. It's
CDs,
something. No.
MP3 player,
No.
8-track.
Like right now, the only thing I'm thinking is a smart car.
What?
Because remember my last girlfriend.
Yeah, it should turn you on.
Which one?
It
I
was-
lose track, so
It's all right, Steph. The
He doesn't remember their names.
it's
I don't go by
the one
names.
with a smart car, but
Art school chick.
oh yeah, art school chick.
Which one?
Yeah, it's all right. she listens to our podcast.
Still?
I don't know if she still does.
Shout
I
out
haven't
to
talked to her.
Steph.
No way. She's
No, no way,
Oh,
no way.
probably obsessive and just like.
She's down.
Hi,
in
Steph.
She's down in Georgia now, so
She moved
that's-
already?
Yeah.
Good. Stupid cunt.
I heard that.
But yeah, that's my answer. Like I don't know. I can't
Why smart car?
because she drove a smart car. We would
Fucking it all the time.
we
just constantly.
no we never did that. But like we'd
How
screw
could you
around in it.
Not enough room.
Yeah, it's
What's the most uncomfortable place you fuck? What, like in the back of a Volkswagen? That's from Mallrats.
A smart car turns you on. That is fucking weird.
Yours is a taco.
so.
What? You could fuck a taco.
Fuck a taco. I'd like to see you try to fuck a smart car. There's no give to it.
All I had to do is just like go to Google image search and just look up the new model of the
Oh,
smart
God.
car. Boy howdy. I have like a
A
folder.
flashlight that looks like a smart car. Oh, dream come true.
I have a folder of smart cars that I keep in like a locked folder.
I have like 3 locks on this
Oh.
compartment that just has smart car pictures in it.
That reminds me of something with like just a locked folder, like on like a desktop.
Or like you can lock folders on your phones and shit.
Yeah.
Or albums, I guess.
Do you remember back in middle school when William Lockwood was still around? You
Yeah, I
that
remember
kid?
William
Yeah.
Lockwood. We made fun of him a lot.
Everyone made fun.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He actually added like some people on Facebook in our grade.
Oh, he's finally getting over it.
Yeah,
Now he got
guess.
picked on every day.
Wait, what happened?
He got picked on every day.
This
That's pretty
kid,
much.
he deserved
Back
it.
home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
That
kid
sucks.
deserved
He
it.
moved
Why
away.
did he deserve it?
He just, you looked at the kid and you're like,
That's
I
a
could
horrible
really
reason.
make.
No.
I don't know. I don't remember that
He
too
was very not just annoying, like things he would do, but just
very temperamental.
very temperamental,
Like,
and he would
people would egg
he would
him on
threaten
to get
us
his
all the time,
to
like.
get his temper up.
Yeah.
And
But I remember it was like the year after he left, and you know how we all had our passwords and all that stuff for our own login accounts and all that stuff. I remember Chris Rosenbeck found out William Lockwood's old password.
oh god.
And that
Oh,
was pretty
God.
much our grade's porn stash that we would just look at during school. And the thing is, like, the teachers wouldn't know if they ever found it. Because it's like, oh, it's a kid that doesn't go to our to school anymore. But it was just like, it's like the community porn stash where we would just like upload all. And Chris knew his password from when he was still at school the year before, and he would put all sorts of he would have a folder that would just be on his screen, on his desktop screen, like when he logs in.
Mm-hmm.
Gay porn, and he could and he would put all this gay porn on the
Jesus.
It was so funny.
Is that the closest to bullying you ever got?
Yeah, that was absolutely the closest to bullying.
Closest
man.
I
I
ever
think
got.
our whole grade bullied that kid. Our
Yeah.
whole grade.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was
And it's
bad.
funny because like our grade was so not clicky. Like we were so
no,
close.
it was such a close grade overall.
Yeah, and so
He
we
just
all
didn't fit
had
in.
so we all had to have some sort of outlet.
Yeah, he was the one.
Yeah.
That and Joe Monin
Joe Monin, I kind of
wore
remember
a
that kid.
suit to school pictures like third grade, full on suit.
The closest I ever got to
Okay,
bullying
go on.
was I was in tech, and it's like super nerdy, but I forget who I did it to, but I made it so like whenever you logged in, like you put in his password, a pop-up screen came up, and it was like, "Are you an idiot?" And if you click no, you couldn't log in. If you click yes, then you could log in.
Wow.
Cyberbullying at its
Cyberbullying.
Wow.
Before Facebook, cyberbullying.
Oh man, that's
Jesus. That's
I
fantastic.
can't remember who I did it to though. I know we did it to like each other in the tech class and stuff. We did that to each
Was it
other.
like
See, that's the
Jacob Bax
thing,
or
when it
something?
comes
No,
to-
I like Jacob Bax.
When it comes to bullying, like
It might have been Nick Gray
Oh.
because Nick Gray was a dick to me in high school. For no
well, that's the
reason.
thing. I'm a dick to everyone,
Yeah, you are.
but it's not like I don't hate the people. I just am a dick to be a dick,
Yeah,
Because
just because
I
you think
think it's
funny.
funny.
Yeah. It's
and like they be a dick right back to me, and we get along.
absolutely.
That's why you and Spook are such great friends.
Yeah, because we're assholes.
Yep.
Both of us are just assholes.
Oh,
Like looking on at the outside, we fucking hate each other. But if you like actually know us, like we only hate each other a little bit.
it's
That was hilarious when he was down here last weekend. He was drunk as fuck and kept trying to get you to do shit, and you're just like, "Shut the fuck up and go to bed." He said that like 20 times, like yelled at it
Like,
at
I
like
have-
4 a.m.
I don't remember that.
It sounds
It's
like you
funny.
guys are like an old married couple or something.
No, we piss each other off quite a bit, but it's all in good fun. And then we go get shit faced, so it's all right.
As per usual. That's
It's been a while since I got shit faced.
It's been.
it's bad.
I didn't drink last weekend at all, so
You had that one beer, right?
I had one beer,
Forget where we're at.
Josh's.
Yep.
I had a beer and one mixed drink. So this weekend, I'm going to make up for 2 weekends of not drinking.
Oh yeah. One weekend for Keller is more than most fraternity people, all like the whole frat put together.
Yeah, like a normal average person drinking is like 6 months of their drinking is my weekend.
No.
All right, 8 months. When I get going, especially
One
now that
weekend for you
football
is probably
started,
like a month. It was like a month for me, probably.
probably.
And I drink consistently every weekend. I just don't drink a shit ton.
Lately it's been when I go out, it's fucking blackout or don't go out.
Blackout or back out.
Blackout or back out.
Oh,
Oh Jesus.
rap career.
Rap career.
Revival. Have you ever heard any of these?
Now is a good time to start.
Busting them out.
Yeah, this is a good platform for me to
Wait, are you
introduce.
talking about? Yeah, you showed me that when you just start talking and then like you put it to a beat and then it like
Yep.
auto-tune sings for you. Oh god.
No, it's just me.
It's-
100%.
No, of course.
It's
I'm
straight
sorry.
up.
I'm sorry. Yes, of course. How could I be so foolish?
Idiot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit. Did it say bitch you wet?
What?
Did it say bitch you wet?
What?
Yeah? A little bit ago it said like bitch you or something. I thought it said bitch you wet.
That's what we should like
Like,
intro.
like-
That should be our
like
intro every week.
Oh, we can make one
Yeah.
for our intro.
Alright.
That's
What's your rapper name?
Yeah, it's back in.
Your rapper? What's your rapper name?
I go harder than you. I'm the boss.
No rapper name?
I'm still haven't figured that out yet.
Ed.
It's Ed. Straight up.
Ed. Ed the rapper.
No, just Ed, like
Yeah,
J-U-S-T,
just
Ed.
Just Ed.
Just
Yeah.
Ed.
Some
bad.
some real rappers actually gonna take that someday, and you will hear it first from here. You will hear it first from here.
Listen, there's one
I
guy
could
named
be
Chance
like-
the Rapper. That's his name.
I could be wasted.
Wasted.
That's actually pretty clever.
That's not bad.
That's actually pretty awesome. Crap.
Oh, gee, dang it, crap.
Hey, sorry guys. There was a. I heard this hypothetical.
Oh God.
Oh,
I remember the
God.
last one.
Is there anything like the last one?
No, it's not. It's nothing sexual. It's
All right.
God
So-
bless
Perry, watch
America.
What?
God bless America.
All right. So
USA.
USA. USA.
All right, anyway.
Okay, so you get. All right, well, how's it? You get $3 million. All
That's a lot of money.
right, that's
Retired.
a lot of money.
Titty bar.
But for the rest of your life, you get chased by a snail. And if this snail ever touches you, you die.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not taking that money.
I'm
okay.
taking it and running.
It's
Yeah,
gonna-
no,
but
absolutely. That's the
you
thing.
can run, but it'll eventually.
Yeah,
catch up with
it'll
you.
always it's always in pursuit of you.
You just always have to constantly be moving.
No. It's a snail. You could run like a football field would be like what, a day for a snail to get all the way through?
Probably.
Yeah. So you just have to.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'm taking the money.
Okay.
And then...
But do you die if it catches you?
Yes.
Oh
And
man.
then as soon as it gets close, oh, you know what? I'm going to go fly to the Bahamas.
What if you're sleeping on that day though?
And the snail will still try getting you from the Bahamas.
Do I get to GPS track it?
No.
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 No way.
No.
If you get a GPS tracking, I'd take that in a heartbeat. No way. You don't know. You have to do the calculations yourself.
When you get the
can
money
never go to-
right,
you
when
can
you
never
get
go
the
to
money,
sleep.
when you
What?
get the,
Okay, how-
when you
how-
get the
okay,
money
right.
right away, do you know where it is at least right away?
Yeah, in
Once
your
you
bank
get
account.
handed the money.
Oh no,
No,
the snail.
You never know.
You never know where the snail is.
Okay.
or
Only when
do
you see it
know,
with your own eyes. So as soon as you get it, you don't know where it's
Is
at.
this snail distinctive? Like, can you
It's-
tell which snail
Okay,
is the
yeah,
one
yeah.
chasing
You will know what the snail. The
I mean,
snail
it's-
chasing you.
yeah, it's- yeah.
But okay, say
I can't tell which one it is. There's so many of them.
say it has like a distinctive.
It's red.
Smell. A distinctive smell.
That's a good.
So then when it's really close, you know it's close
yeah,
to you.
distinctive smell, and it's like a lime green shell or something like that, and it glows lime green.
and it can't get indoors.
It
can.
can eventually.
How's it going to get through my door?
If you leave your door open and it slides right in without
How
you
the fuck
noticing.
am I going to leave my door open? I'm
right when you walk in.
building a fucking mansion
Moat with a moat.
with a moat.
The snail
Snail
will still
can-
go
it'll go
underwater
under.
and come around up, around.
And then I'm having fire-breathing dragons.
It's immortal.
It's
the snail
immortal.
is an immortal.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
definitely.
that's given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All snails
Can't
are
just pour some
immortal.
fucking salt on it.
Yeah.
All snails are immortal, right?
Until you drop some salt into the S.
Yeah.
But yeah, so. But,
Yeah, I'm taking that money in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck that, dude.
A snail could get through that. A
Oh,
snail
totally.
could get right under
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm not going to live here if I have $30 million, though.
That's true.
I'm burning this fucker down.
3 million. Not 30.
I said $3 million.
$3 million? Yeah, I still burn this
All right,
fucker
okay.
down.
$3 million to burn down a whole apartment complex.
Yeah, I wouldn't even pay for it.
No, I'm taking the money, definitely.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. There's so many ways I could
Avoid it.
avoid it, or like
It's always on
have-
pursuit. You know, that's
it's
the thing.
always in pursuit.
It's
Yeah,
always
that's
in
fun.
pursuit.
But as slow
It
as it
doesn't
is,
sleep. It's
that's the thing. I can move all over the fucking place. And
That's
it
what I'm
wouldn't
saying is
matter.
that you would have to move constantly. Like, move just cross country. Move from New York to LA every 6 months or something like that.
And here's a
If
strategy.
is it just if it touches me, I die, or anyone?
just you?
Well, then I'm paying someone to take the thing over to China.
You can't.
No, you can't touch
move
it.
It moves on its own. It's like a
It has a force field around it. You
30
can't do
billion
anything with
ton snail that you just can't pick up.
Yeah.
It just goes.
Okay.
But okay.
I was gonna say a simple solution. I pay someone a few $100, ship it the fuck out of here.
it. Nope, can't do that.
Yeah. It's.
I'm still taking the money,
yeah.
no matter what.
What if when you take the money, you cannot leave the United States? Your passport is taken from you. You lose all rights, so you have to be constantly moving
Everything
because it
is
can
great
get
Well,
to you.
that's the
America.
thing.
'Cause
If
it
I
can
have
get to you.
$3 million, I'd want to travel, not to get away from the thing, just to do, which I want to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still taking the money.
All
It's
right.
$3 million.
Yes. Okay. So we established that you're taking the money.
It would be hard pressed for me to not take the money. And
What about
absolutely.
like when you're 70? You're 80.
Oh, then
you're
it's
then
like,
I'm
yeah.
taking the money because hopefully I have
Had a great
kids
life.
and grandkids,
Yeah.
and then I just pay for all their school or whatever.
And then
Fuck,
you're just
they
ready
do.
to die at like 70. You see it coming. You just reach your hand out for it.
That would be really poetic.
I'm ready.
A poetic
And then I
gift
run
right there.
away. And then I'm like, "Ah, not yet. Not yet, bitch.
Like 90 years old and you're just barely faster than the snail.
You'll never catch me. Walker and shit.
Okay.
Well, by then they'll have hover cars. So I won't have to worry about it. I'll just chill in a hover house.
Think about this.
Can't
though.
get to me.
Think about this. If if the strategy of avoiding the snail, like, would you go so far away? If you go far away, you might forget about it, and it eventually creep up and catch you.
That's what my thing is, man. I would never be able to sleep. If
Yeah.
I know, like, I would.
Something's coming after you at
yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
Might be 30 years, but something's coming.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I think it's
Keep
more
it close.
scary.
Keep the snail close.
So you always
close
know where it's
enough.
at?
Yeah, that's. I think that's a good idea.
Keep your friends close and your enemy snail closer.
I already have trouble sleeping. If there was a magical slug or snail that if it touched me I died, there's no way I could sleep.
Even if it would take like 80 years to get to you.
You don't know where it's at right away. That's the
Yeah.
thing. You have no idea where it's at.
I love that hypothetical. I think
I'm,
it's awesome.
There's no way.
any situation, I'm taking the money.
Every situation, I'm not taking the money.
What's okay? How much?
Try
How much would it take for you, and how little will it take for you?
what do you
$100.
pay for 1 weekend in Vegas for me?
And all your school loans.
All my school.
Yeah, well, I
loans.
have
That's
to
it.
do that.
That's it. Pay
I would
for
almost-
pay for my school and it's done.
Dude, school loans are the worst.
Yeah.
Seriously, they fucking drag you down, man.
But I mean, it would take even less for me to have that happen.
Yeah.
Like, you give me $100, I'm fucking. Where's the fucking stale? I'm gone.
Troy, how much will it take for you? Like, least amount of money that you will actually take this.
Like 10 million.
10 million.
Jesus.
Not even 9 million
I mean,
point 99.
See,
Yeah.
you're thinking like $3 million's a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, but
you
see,
can really.
Here's my strategy. My strategy would be
You
buy
can
it somewhere in New
absolutely
York.
invest too.
I would buy
Yeah.
buy a place in New York and I would buy a place in LA, and just every like 3 months I would live in one place to the other, so then it's always in the middle of the country trying to catch me. That's what my plan would be.
Yeah.
But how am I going to get a job that I can do both to support myself for the rest of
$3
my
million.
life? That's not going to get you your whole life if you spend it normally.
It could.
Buy your own jet, get a pilot's license.
Exactly.
Just constantly.
Yeah, fuck that. You still gotta pay for fuel.
I
That's
know
gonna
you do.
rob
Yeah.
you dry.
I'm just thinking about the snail. If like it got close to you, just like, oh, whoops, and you just walked, just like, damn it, so close.
Yeah, there is no way possible I'm not taking the money. Like, I can't think of a scenario where I wouldn't take the money at all.
That's.
I don't care if it's a fucking snake coming after me.
What if
Like,
it's
oh,
a cheetah?
That'd
You'd
be-
have to-
That's what we have to do. We have to
You-
change the animal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
there.
okay. Yeah,
Try to. Yeah.
Or like a bird. A bird would be even worse. Because
Yeah.
if you have your windows open ever, it could come in and get you. Let's do
So
a
you
bird.
okay. Bird.
And they can fly fast and they can go over the ocean and shit if they need to.
So, yeah.
Let's do a bird.
All right.
Not an eagle, just a normal bird.
Sure, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, it matters because
Some birds
matters.
are slow.
I'm not having an eagle fucking chase me around.
Yeah, let's do that. It's
Oh,
an
a
eagle.
giant ostrich.
It's an eagle.
that can fly.
Flying ostrich.
If it's
Let's
a
do an
bird,
eagle.
okay. I'll still take the money
Fuck me.
because I'm gonna live inside.
Yeah, you're never gonna have windows open ever.
No.
How are you gonna get to your car? Just sprint to your car.
That
I'm
bird
going-
is waiting for you though too. It's always after.
It's
you.
always on the prowl.
Well,
That's-
I'm
yeah.
buying a fucking tank.
You can't hurt it. It's indestructible.
No, I'm not. Not that's to protect me. I'm having a pull-in garage underneath my house that I'm going to build.
It can fly right in whenever that garage is up.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I
Then
think
you're
that's
stuck in your
bird.
tank and it doesn't matter.
No, the thing is, I'm going to figure out a way.
Like a submarine kind of portal. Like you
Yeah,
have
something like that.
like a tube almost. Like in
Something. Well, when I pull in this garage, some way to flush it out, get it out of there, and then I can close the door and live peacefully. There has to be a way to get it out.
there. Yeah.
Because I'm going to just pull into my garage or whatever, make sure it's out, and I close the door, and then I don't have to worry about it for the next 12 hours.
I guess, but that bird's still gonna be around your house.
That's fine. I don't have to go outside.
I don't know. It's like the snail. The snail thing. You know, you could just avoid it easily. But
Yeah.
with the bird, I'll have to take a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, for $3 million, I'd do it. That's about the lowest.
Possibly $1 million.
That's the no for a bird that's always coming after me. $3 million is probably the lowest I would go. I'd still be pretty pissed
500,
off about it.
500 million is the lowest I'll go. $500 million.
No.
I wouldn't do it.
I-
I'm too scared.
And it's still
It's a scary
still,
thing,
it's still invincible.
Yeah, it's still invincible.
It doesn't like you can kill it and then it respawns
It's
somewhere.
immortal. Nope, it's immortal.
No, I mean like if you kill. Okay, so you can't
kill
Let's
it
do
and then
right
it
in
just
the spot.
Phoenix style.
Yeah.
It gets rebirth from its ashes.
Yeah, so right in the spot. It just respawns right where.
Yeah,
you're
right
at.
away.
Right away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phoenixes take, like, if you've seen Harry Potter, take like 15 seconds to get reborn or something like that.
Well, first thing I'm doing is I'm carrying around about 30 guns with me everywhere I go. That'll give me enough time to
Birdemic.
get away.
This is what Birdemic is.
So,
No, please God, no.
Oh, that's funny,
No, but let's do it for a chunk of change.
man. I don't know. That's
The only thing that I wouldn't want chasing me is like a fucking tiger or something.
yeah.
Even though
so I
if
think
it,
birds
if
are
it
worse 'cause
touches,
they can get to you, like,
Well,
anywhere.
yeah,
Hmm.
I guess that's true because if a tiger's coming at me,
You just,
I die as soon as it touches me. So I don't even have to
you don't
deal
have to
with
be
it.
scared.
I don't even
Yeah.
have to deal with it mauling me or anything.
No, and that's why, like, the eagle thing, like, you don't have to be scared of the eagle.
Yeah.
Anything touches you.
Eagle.
Eagle.
Just imagine a pack of eagles coming after me.
The only bird that hunts its prey in packs. The noble eagle.
No, I'm still taking $3 million anytime I can.
Alright, I gotta go to bed.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, let's
we'll,
finish this up
We'll
anyway.
end her. We'll end her. All right. Well, this is Perry.
Troy.
Ed.
This was podcast 19. Thanks for coming around. Don't die on your way home. Drive safe and watch out for the ice.